Hey, it's me again. And as you'll recall, last week we discussed what it means to build trust in relationships. Well, today we want to take it a step further and discuss the communication skills that you should exhibit whenever you're out making sales. This could include the body language that you exhibit whenever you're out meeting with the client, as well as the questions that you use to discover more information. I hope you enjoy this video, and please be sure that you comment below and let me know what you're thinking. One of the biggest ways for you to continue to build those trust-based relationships is to understand that the communication process between you and your client should be a collaborative process. Essentially, what this means is that you should always be sure that you're not talking to the client, but that you're talking with the client. Now, this can be achieved by not only asking questions, but learning to listen to the wants, needs, and demands of the individual that you're meeting with. And now we move to questioning. Again, this is not a time for you to interrogate the individual. This is a time for you to get to know them and work on building that trust-based relationship, and to find out what their wants and interests are to see if there's any way that you can fill those. Now, rather than me taking time up in this video to provide you with various examples of questions that you can utilize in the sales process, I have provided a link below in the description for you to come to my website and check out the different types of questions that can be used, as well as examples of those questions. Another effective means of communication is through the usage of pictures. Now, we've all heard the phrase, "A picture is worth 1,000 words," and in the case of sales, this holds true. Learn to use sales aids such as brochures, charts and graphs, and testimonials to help pull your ideas across to your client. Oftentimes when communicating, individuals are not aware of the signals that they give off through their body language. Always be mindful of your facial expressions, your eye movements, what you do with your arms and your legs, as well as your body orientation and posture. Lastly, be sure to also keep in mind proxemics. Make sure that you're not standing too close or too far from the individual that you are trying to effectively communicate with. One way that you can develop your questions when you're meeting with a potential buyer is through the SPIN method. SPIN stands for situation, problem, implication, and needs payoff. Now, to start out with situation questions. These questions allow for you to discover the needs and expectations of a potential buyer. Problem questions allow for you then to dig a little deeper to discover any areas of dissatisfaction that you can directly and positively affect through your sales offering. Next, we have implication questions. These questions allow for you to communicate to the buyer any potential consequences that may arise in the future if the problem isn't resolved. And lastly, with the needs payoff questions, these allow for you to propose a solution to the buyer, as well as to attempt to gain commitment from them to make a purchase.